Welcome to a brand new episode of the post game. I'm your host, Davion, and I'm joined by Matt
What up?
and Oronde.
Was good.
How we doing, y'all?
Doing all right.
I'm doing good.
Good, good, good. And we are back in our Let's Talk NFL series. Today we are jumping to the NFC East, starting with the Dallas Cowboys. Like we start all these things, I ask you guys the same question. What do you think they will end up at the end of the season? What do you think the Dallas Cowboys will do this season?
They will be second in their division and be a
Yep.
first round playoff exit.
Wow.
I think they will easily be second place. Philly is still the dominant team, and they got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be depending how they play, who they go against in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll be competing for a Super Bowl again this year, so we'll see.
Well, hot take of the day. I think Dallas will be third in the NFC East, behind the New York Giants.
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad take. Okay.
I think Dallas, they have had their luck. They've had their run of luck, I would say, and I think it's over. I think we're in for a couple of years slump for the Dallas Cowboys. They're gonna fire Mike McCarthy at the end of the season because he stinks, and they're just gonna be bad for a while. And just get ready for it. I'm all for it. So how would you guys say they had this? Okay, let me restart that. How do you guys think their offseason went so far?
They got like a B. I think they got like a C or D draft. Honestly, their draft was all right. Their best pick was a lineman in the first round, and Schoonmaker, I think his name is, from Michigan. Unfortunately, I watched him beat Ohio State this past season, so I have the pleasure of seeing how good he is, and he should be a really good addition for the Cowboys. It's about as much as it gets.
Yeah. I think they did better with their off-season moves. Getting Brandon Cooks, another big piece for Dak. Getting Gilmore also helps with Trayvon Diggs, but Gilmore is a little old. Not saying he's washed or anything. He's still good, but
Gilmore is definitely not washed. That's the only thing I can say, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cooks and CD is going to be a nightmare for most defenses.
yeah,
But outside of that, it's the Cowboys. What do you want from them?
right.
Exactly.
And Gilmore's probably got a couple more years. Not quite sure though, but
Say he has 3 or 4, because he doesn't get injured that often, if at all.
yeah.
It's kind of like an
Uh,
Iron Man for cornerbacks, which is a rare find.
But other than that, I mean, they got Dante Fowler, not that crazy. Um, but yeah, I think a pretty middle ground, like a B C for their offseason, I think. I think they're a young team too.
mhm.
Getting rid of Zeke was also pretty interesting. Getting Pollard the franchise tag. Um,
I
we'll
still
see
don't
how
agree
that
with them
is.
getting rid of Zeke. I
Ah,
still
Why
don't
not?
agree with it.
Uh-oh.
What's the problem with it?
They could have turned him into a pass blocking or just a blocking back and have him be a third down running power, like
Hey, I mean,
other
they could
good
still
teams
sign him
do.
back. They could still get
They're
him back
not.
for
They got
cheaper.
bad blood now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that water's a
Okay.
little dirty. So how okay, so here's another question. How do you think that Dak and that offense, how do you think they will do? Like where do you think they'll rank in the NFL?
What were they ranked last year? Let's see. I think they'll be better. I do
Yeah.
think they'll be better. Brandon Cooks, yes. I don't think people Brandon Cooks to me is a very underrated receiver, and he's just
I
always
agree.
jumped
Bro
around
has
the league.
so many 1,000 yard
Literally.
Yes,
receiving
with
years
terrible teams.
Yeah.
With
with
terrible
actual
teams.
garbage wide receivers. I mean, wide
And
receivers, quarterbacks.
and I think if you have him as your second option, I think that's scarier than having him be your
Yeah.
first option. So um I think they'll be I don't think they'll be drastically better, but they will definitely be better.
I have a weird comparison.
For
It's
whom?
like a backwards comparison. CD and um that crazy man George Pickens' ability to make insane catches week after week will do so much for CD being the number one option and taking away cornerbacks, because he's probably going to have to be double teamed this coming season. He's just getting better every season.
Yep.
I mean, but
And
it'll be go ahead.
And another thing, Micah Parsons is actually switching to one position instead of having to be all over the field as their defense gets better. I still don't have high expectations for the defense, but I do expect Micah Parsons to be have another solid defensive campaign.
Yeah, he'll be great. I think he'll be really good for them this year, easily.
If the secondary can actually hold quarterbacks to hold the ball longer, if they do that, who knows?
Yeah.
Not
So
me.
I think with the addition of Brandon Cooks, who I've loved for years now, and even when we had him at the Saints, I loved him. We just couldn't afford him.
No.
Yeah, no, we can't afford anybody. But even with the addition of him, I think CD's going to start drawing that double team, and so it's going to have him on a burner all day long. And so I think we'll see his production go up a lot more this season. And because you have to guard one or the other, you have to double one or the other. And at this point in their career, I think CD's the one who will draw that extra look from the corners or the safeties. And so it'll be interesting to see how their offense really works out and plays. But what do you think will be their downfall next season? What will be the problems for them?
Coaching. They lose Kellen Moore, which is huge for Dak. He was a pretty good OC, I thought.
I'm a little listen. I'm a little indifferent about Kellen Moore at this point. Like, I loved him, but like now I don't think he's that good. Personally, we'll see though. We'll see in this new endeavor.
I think it'll be a completely new offense for Dallas. I think they're going to be much more pass heavy now with Zeke being gone, and they got everybody can catch in that offense now. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. So I think their O-line's still solid. It's not, to me, I don't think it's a top 5, top 10, or top 10, I think, but
yeah.
I'm excited if they use Deuce Vaughn as another passing back, along with actually using Cavante Turpin, like just not having sitting there as just a space waster on the field. They have some good upside, but it's the Cowboys. I don't really know. I don't have much faith in them, nor do I actually want them to do good. So
hey man,
that's all I got for that.
So wait, who's their OC now? If you guys know, if anybody knows off the top of their head.
No idea.
No idea.
No earthly idea.
I don't know either. They have no idea. Well,
yeah, I don't even know.
Time to do
Brian Schottenheimer? Does that sound right?
Who is that?
I have no idea. Hold on. Why did I think it was just going to be like McCarthy just calling plays for some reason?
I did too.
I mean, he could. When he has high-end talent, he calls pretty good plays.
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer. Announced in February. Okay. He spent consecutive years with the Cowboys. Yeah, he's been with Dallas for years. He was a coordinator under Urban Meyer.
That's good. Well done, Matt.
We'll see. See.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts you guys have on the Dallas Cowboys in this upcoming season?
Another disappointing playoff. They'll have a really good regular season, and think Dak has a breakout year.
I think Brandon Cooks has his best season he's had this year.
I agree.
I think it's his best quarterback since playing with Brady. If we're being real.
Breeze, even.
Or Breeze.
No, those two. Mm-hmm.
Well,
was it Breeze before Brady or Brady after Breeze?
Yeah,
Brady. He left us and went to you guys.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. Got it mixed up a little bit.
That's what I was talking about a couple podcasts ago. It was Brandon Cooks, and I forgot who he was. Brandon, fantastic. Love to see it.
Has so
Love.
much praise, forgets his name.
Listen, man, I got a lot of stress on my mind. Let it happen. All right. This adulting thing isn't fun.
I didn't say no. I didn't say no.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, listen, we appreciate you guys if you made it this far. Steelers fans, Cowboys fans, let me know how you guys feel. How do you think your season will go? I know you guys hate when anyone talk bad about your team, even though you guys suck. But yes, just sit in the suck for the rest of your life. No one cares. But yeah, I've been your host, Davion. That's been Matt. That's been Oronde. And this has been the post game. Peace.